All right, we live now. We live with it. All right, that's what I'm talking about. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining the live stream whenever you join it, whether it's right now, later, tomorrow, a week from now, a year from now, don't matter. Thank you for joining, watching. Uh, so, like the title says, it's just a live stream. We're going to be talking about things coming up for the truck, things coming up for the Impala. We got 2 people watching right now. Thank you guys so much for joining. I see y'all. I hope y'all doing good. It's Friday evening. Y'all know it's not a live stream unless we got a little something to drink. All right. Everybody who joined later. Oh, Matt, what's up, brother? Delmonico Red though. It's coming along good, man. Every time I see a new post on it, I get excited on it on IG, man. Mike, what's up, man? Throttle Pilot, what's going on, man? But like I was saying, y'all, my last live stream I had to cut short because I had to tend to some business. Nothing crazy, everything's fine. But I apologize for that. I think it was last Friday or Saturday night. I got on here, but I couldn't be on here for long. So I had to dip out. But I apologize for that. But I'm here. I'm here for a long time. Oh snap! We got 13 mofos in here. Okay, man. What's up, Jason? Tony? All right. I got new grills coming soon. Okay, all right, man. Hey, y'all, we got 13 folks on the live stream right now. If y'all didn't know, Matt, I never really knew how to pronounce your last name. So if I say your last name wrong, I'm sorry. But Matt Harmonin, he has a YouTube channel for diesel trucks and motorcycles and other things too. Go ahead and check his channel out, man. He got some good content. He just picked up a 4th Gen Cummins Delmonico Red, beautiful truck, beautiful. He's been doing stuff on. So if y'all go check his channel out, man. It's good. It's good stuff, man. So we already got 13 folks in here. So if y'all want to ask any questions about the 3rd Gen, about the Impala SS, or if you want to ask me any questions, by all means, go ahead and ask, man. Turn up the comment section, blow it up, man. All right. So nothing much, man. Matt, nothing much is going on, man. Just day by day, grinding, living life, just staying real, man. Chilling. Throttle Pilot, we going up, brother. 3-inch coil spacers in the front only. Okay, then I see you. Put those 3-inch coil spacers that way you can clear some bigger wheels. I got you, man. Heck yeah, man. You got a new grill coming too. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Heck yeah. So some of y'all might know we got 12 people in the live stream right now. Jason. So Jason, I saw you behind me, bro. I turned out off of my street. And when I got on the main road, I saw you, man. I saw your truck behind me. I turned off. I was going to Taco Bell, and I saw the truck behind you. And the only reason I knew it was your truck was because I saw the front plate and I saw the antennas on the roof. And I saw those big ass antennas. I was like, okay, that's Jason right there. All right, man. I didn't know you knew if it was me or not in front of you. But okay, that's cool, man. Heck yeah. Tony Montana said, if you were buying a gas truck, what would it be? That's a good question, man. I never really thought about that. If it was going to be a gasser, I'd probably still get the Ram, man. The interior. It's the interior on those trucks, man. It's just so nice, especially on the new ones, like the 5th Gens or whatever the 1500s are called. I would probably still get a Ram. I've heard good things about the 5.7 Hemi, or if you if you go up and get the 6.4 Hemi, I've heard really good things. And all honesty, if it was a gasser, here we go. I got it. If it was a gasser, I would probably get my first option would be the Power Wagon. I think the Power Wagon looks nice. I think it's a nice looking truck. I get the Power Wagon with the 6.4 Hemi. If I can't get that, I would get the F-150 Raptor before they took away the V8 engine. All right, so that's what I would do. I'm not all about the EcoBoost and stuff like that, but yeah, that's what I'm going with. Silverados are nice, but they ain't got nothing that stands out. I just saw now they're about to come out with a supercharged Silverado because they're trying to compete with the TRX and the TRX. Yeah, I bought a Cummins 07 trans, not going through all the gears, has an ATS. So if your trans isn't going through all the gears, man, it could be something as simple as your solenoid pack. Solenoid pack is a relatively easy fix. It probably costs a brand new OEM Mopar solenoid pack. Probably costs about $200-300. It could be something as simple as a solenoid pack, it could be transmission. It could be your transmission control module, your TCM, or the transmission internally can be fried. It can be several things. So it can't. There's not one thing that can cause your tranny to be gone. You know what I'm saying? I would obviously. I don't know what all you've done, but I would definitely hook up a code reader and read it. See if you got any codes. But if you don't, I would start with the solenoid pack for sure. Tundra. Ugh. I can't get no Tundra. Monster Ram Mike, what's up, brother? What would you rather fight? 1 horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horse? 100 duck-sized horse. It's the same. The first one. I would rather fight 1 horse-sized duck. There's that was a good one. You almost got me, man. Mike, what's up, man? It's good. Mike Roberts. Sorry. So we got a couple Mikes. So we got Monster Ram Mike, and then we got Mike Roberts. Mike, what's up, man? It's good to see you. Matt, you asked a very good question. What are your thoughts on the bank's diff cover? All right, check it out, y'all. Real quick before I'm about to get into Matt. I'm about to get into this one deep. So get ready, brother. I got you. My home slice. What's up, Eric? It's good to see you, man. OKC67. Make sure y'all check his channel out too. So far we got 2 YouTubers on the live stream. We got Matt and we got OKC67. If you haven't already or you're looking for a new diesel channel, I highly encourage that you go check them out. They got a lot of cool stuff on their channels. All right, so Matt, personal opinion on the bank's cover. I think it's bluff. I really do. This is my honest opinion. Gail Banks, as an individual and as a businessman and as an owner of Banks Power, I have a ton of respect for him. The R&D that his staff puts together, so research and development that his staff puts together on all of the products they put out there, I think is second to none. But within the last year, maybe about 2 years, I have seen some things being pushed as more so publicity and advertising versus its improvement gains and stuff. There's several reasons why I think the bank's I'm not saying the bank's cover doesn't work, but it's not the best cover in my opinion. I think it's just on par with your other covers out there, such as PPE. Who else? MagTech, I think, is in the process. If not, I have already made a new style diff cover. And there's a couple other companies AFE potentially I can't think of. But here we go. Okay. First things first. So if you watch the video when he first talks about diff cover, and his team made a plastic molded diff cover, and what he did was he made that cover trying to compare it to a flat back cover. So like let's say a flat back from MagTech. When he made that plastic cover, that plastic cover was flat, didn't protrude from the axle like how the MagTech does. Okay, that's number one. Number two, on the inside of that plastic, there was nothing there. It was just a smooth plastic surface. Even the flat back MagTechs have fins on the inside of them. So that was the first thing that I wasn't a fan of. And Monster Ram, me and you had a real good talk about this, so you already know where I'm about to get at. Number two, the parameters in which he did the testing weren't, to me, 100% true to reflection. And being that, the reasons why I mentioned the previous things about the testing cover, I wasn't a fan of that. I thought that was low and shady. Number 3 or 2, whatever number I'm on, when he compared his cover to the other companies' covers, he had the old style covers for like half of the companies because he had PPE, he had MagTech, I think he had AFE, and he had some other company covers. And he was comparing his to all their old ones. PPE came out with their modified nuke style cover before Banks released their cover, which I thought was a party foul. I wasn't impressed by that at all. I thought that was just shady, typical marketing, from anybody who's trying to get above anybody. Typical marketing. The Ram Air Scoop idea, I think it's a good concept, but I think it's unwarranted if that makes sense. Number one, if you hit something and it breaks off, and yeah, they give you a lifetime warranty, but it breaks off. So now you got to spend money on fluid and you got to take off the cover, put the new one on. Number two is I have not met or have not encountered anybody online who has blown their rear end out running the flatback style diff cover. Okay. They claim the diff cover is so bad for your truck, it's going to destroy your rear end. It's so bad. But I've never met anybody who said this is. If that was the case, I feel like they would not have. They've been selling flatback covers since for God knows how long. I feel like they wouldn't have sold this long and this far if they were that detrimental to your rear end. Okay. Um, Now, could the design have been improved? Absolutely. And that's where a lot of companies caught up with, you know what I'm saying? But in terms of saying that all the other covers suck, ours is the best, I don't get down with that. It was 100% marketing, in my opinion. I just wasn't a big fan of it. Um, does it work? Sure, I think it does. I think it works. It's a good looking cover too. You know what I'm saying? Is that the end all be all cover? I'm going to say absolutely not, because I remember when last year I installed my PPE covers, which are about $100 to $150 cheaper than the Banks cover. And when I installed my PPE covers, I said, "Hey, listen now, this is Banks is not the end all be all. Like there are other companies out there that make good covers, like great covers. Like I have front and rear diff covers on my third gen, and people were like, "Oh, you got to go with Banks. They were the only one you got to go with." And it's like, I, no, that's not how that works. You know what I'm saying? Banks had a video saying their DeRinger tune-in beat deleted tune diesel truck, and I'm like, no, that's not happening. You ain't gonna. And if it's an in stock emissions intact truck and their tune-in beat a deleted truck, all they did was turn the shit out of the tune-in as if it was deleted for the video. And as soon as the video was done, they freaking went back to the stock, and then they had to do probably like 20 regions. Um, ain't no way in hell. I don't care, and not this day and time. Ain't no way in hell a deleted tune truck is going to outperform a deleted truck with good tuning. Keyword good tuning. I need some facts. So Matt, that's my opinion on it. Everybody, that's my opinion when it comes to the Banks diff cover. I know it was a long one, drawn out. Matt, I'm actually really glad you asked that question because I've had some good debates with people about that cover, and I lose my mind sometimes talking about it. It's just my thing at the end of the day is that people are committed and they think that because Gail Banks made it, it's the best thing since sliced bread, and they think that's the only thing you have to go with when that's not the case. And it is what it is. But yeah, good question, man. That was a good question. Y'all keep Matt. If you got more, bro, keep them coming, man. I'm on a roll now. Hell yeah, Mike. Heads thoughts. Mike Roberts. Another good question. I go for it. Do it. I say do it. If you can get the equivalent, the exotic studs equivalent to ARP 2000s, or people call them 420s, do it. My buddy put the video where we put the exotic head studs on. No issues. His truck's been running great. He drives it like a normal dude, and I mean they're holding up excellent. And it's been we're almost, it's March. It's been about almost 5 months, and they've been doing good. They save money and they're excellent quality studs, packaging quality, everything's on par. So I don't think you'll be disappointed. Jason said he got the Banks diff cover. He said it's worth it. Mike said, Cam, don't you know that your diff will fail unless you buy it again? You already know where I'm coming from, Mike. I appreciate your honesty. I ordered one mainly for the looks, but it was time to change my fluid, so I figured why not? I just don't know if there was any performance out of it. Yeah, Matt, and like I said, Matt, there's nothing wrong ordering that. If you want to put the Banks cover on your truck, it's gonna do good. Like, don't get me wrong, it's gonna do good. But when you first asked me for my opinion, that was my opinion. But yeah, if you put it on, man, you won't have any problems. Now I will say this though. I watched the videos, and I was impressed in terms of how Banks did it with their packaging and everything supplied. So they give you the studs, so that way when it's time to put the new cover on, you're not fiddling trying to get all the bolts lined up and stuff. They give you a gasket, or actually they give you it's a rubber gasket seal. So stuff like that is cool. They claim they got a sight gauge and a dipstick so you can check the level and stuff. I'm gonna be real with you. I once I put my PPE covers on and sealed it up, I've never had to check the levels once. It doesn't leak. As long as it's not leaking, the fluids are going to be good. Put some good quality, me personally, Amsoil, but put a good, synthetic 75-90 in your truck, bro. You'll be good, man. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, man, I painted those myself. They came in raw aluminum, and I painted them. I wiped off the fins. Well, I wiped the fins off on the back one. The front side wasn't. Well, sorry, reverse. I wiped the fins off on the front. The back's all gold, but the back wasn't cooperating that day. It was cold outside. Eric, you got a temp down there? How you reading that temp? Trash Man Keg, what's up, brother? It's good to see you with you, man. So Matt asked, are you going to Daytona this year? So there is a 90% chance that I will not be making Daytona. This summer I have between work, well, mainly work. I have a lot of stuff going on this summer. You might be saying, well, how do you know that? Well, we forecast and project stuff, but I got a lot of stuff going on with work this summer, where I'm that time, beginning of July or beginning of June, that pretty much from May to end of summer, I'm pretty much not going anywhere just because of work. It sucks, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. $278 on Amazon for exotic studs. That's a good price, Mike. I ride with it, man. I ride with that. I think on the website it's the same, if I'm correct. Like 278, 289, something like it's in the 200s. I know that for a fact. You can stud your truck for under $300, which in my opinion is really good. You know what I'm saying? Trashman Kegs, ARP 2000s or 625s. I think I'm gonna run 2000s. My truck ain't ever gonna make more than 700 horse. Oh, sorry. Let me show y'all that comment real quick. Trashman, I'm with you on that. I get this question. Thank you for asking this, by the way. I get this question asked so much on Instagram, on my channel. Here's the biggest things when it comes to 625s versus 2000s. Okay, now if you're not familiar with the numbers, the 625s are like the silver titanium looking head studs from ARP, and then the ARP 2000s are the black looking ones. The biggest thing with those is with the 625s, they're reusable. So you put 625s on, you blow your head gasket, which you can do. People do that all the time. You blow your head gasket with 625s, you take your head off, you can reuse those head studs. ARP 2000s, one-time use. Once you crank them down, torque them down, stretch them out, that's it. It's done. You got to get new head studs. Some people get away with reusing them. Good for them. If they can do that, it's not recommended, though. Another thing, too, is the tensile strength. They claim that the tensile strength for the 625s is stronger. Here's the thing. I've ran, at a minimum, 70 pounds of boost through my truck. Multiple occasions. I have ARP 2000s. No head gasket leak. And you probably can say, well, how do you know? Or what if it's a small leak? Well, I did a coolant test a couple months ago when I did my oil change, and the coolant test was positive, or negative. Like, it was perfect. It was good coolant. So that's how I know. I think ARP 2000s can be more than enough. Unless you got that 1,000 horsepower plus, that every weekend track truck. In my personal opinion, for an everyday daily driver, I think ARP 2000s are more than capable of doing what you want to do. Follow the ARP instructions to the T, which is very simple. Really, it's just a sequential 3-step torque process, and I think ARP 2000s are excellent. No complaints on mine. They work really good as advertised. So, me personally, I rock ARP 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Matt. Yeah, I am still gonna be relocating, man. To answer your question, I want to see Cam invited to Cletus and Cars, man. Cletus and Cars, man. That man, Cletus. Whew. That'd be sick though if I got invited. But no, yeah, they turn up at Cletus and Cars. I think I watched Cletus and Cars 2019 summer or 2019 whenever he did it. That Miata, that little Mazda Miata, man. They turned up on that thing. I had to get a little sip. All right, y'all. So, since the comments seem to seize up a little bit for some reason, no, I'm just kidding. So I figured I'll tell you what's going on with the channel. All right. Oh, Power Stroke Pat, my dog is in the house. What's up, man? So I figured I'll tell y'all real quick what's going on with the channel. Now, I don't know. We got 14 people in the live stream. I don't know how many of y'all been following the channel lately, but I recently made a video introducing my 95 Impala SS Chevy, obviously. I introduced it into the channel again, and I'm starting a build series on it. Okay, I'm doing mods to it, the same style, the same way, format, all that stuff, the same way I built my third gen Cummins. I'm doing that to the Impala now. I got a lot of stuff going that's going to be going down with the car within the next year, until however long it takes. But it's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening. You don't. I'm not telling you to watch it, but check it out if you like. But at the minimum, if you can, whenever you see me post an Impala video, if you can, like the video. You don't even have to watch it. Just click the video, hit the like button, and fucking close that bitch. Why? Because I just want the video to kind of get out to a new follower, a new grouping. Okay. Not saying my third gen content's done. I still got third gen content. It's not going nowhere. It's just that I wanted to bring a new light, a new relevance to the channel, you guys. And I'm sitting in my porch. I'm looking around, and I'm looking at my truck, and I'm like, man, I really like the way it's at right now. Like I don't want to sit here and do a crazy series on it again, because I felt like 2020, even though 2020 sucked as a year, but for the channel, 2020 was really good because we did a lot of stuff to my truck in 2020, between turbos, lift kit, wheels, all sorts of stuff, man. Injector. We did a lot of stuff in 2020 to my truck, and my truck, in all honesty, is at a point where I'm very happy and satisfied. Obviously, there's always small things that I want to do, but I don't want the channel to be dry to where, like, I make a video for you guys showing y'all me changing the emblem. Like, oh, I went from black to chrome emblems. Like, that can get very dry and boring. You know what I'm saying? So I'm bringing a whole new twist to the channel, a whole new spectrum light to the channel, with gasoline content, car, Chevy small block 350, LT, like all sorts of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, just, if you can, make sure you like the videos whenever I post them, just to help out the videos and the channels. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the videos getting out there to people. Okay. Have any experience with H&S Overdrive tuning, Semper Fi, Terminal Lance? Yes, I do. My truck, to this day, trans tuning is from H&S Overdrive. So some of y'all might not know, some of y'all do know. When I first deleted my truck, I used the H&S Minimax to delete it, and I opted in for the H&S Overdrive's trans tuning, which was probably by far the best investment I put on my truck besides head studs. And I opted for that, and it gives me a lot of power because I can change my shift points, my firmness, I can do second and third gear torque converter lockup. I can change line pressure, which is a big thing for these trucks, line pressure. So if you have an H&S Terminal Lance and you can get H&S Overdrive tuning on it, I highly encourage you to. And in 2021, you can get H&S Overdrive trans tuning on eBay for like 30, 40 bucks. It's so cheap. When I got it in 17, it was I think I paid the extra like $200 for the trans tuning. So I highly recommend you get it if you can. It's 100% worth it. It's like the broke man's way of getting trans tuning for third gens, because you can't tune third gens trannies with EFI Live or whatever tuner. You have to get like a separate way, except H&S. Hell yeah, trash man, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's it. 15% injectors. Okay, okay. So he says I got a long list though: regearing, LSD turbo, lift pump, injector pump. So if I can put an order, or if I can put one of those three things: regearing, lift pump, regear your truck. If you're running big wheels, so if you're running like 40-inch tires or 37s, regear your truck. I will put money on that. Eric, OKC67, can testify to that because he did it to his truck last year too. Highly recommend it. Absolutely. You got to go old school with some hydros and gold Daytons on the Impala. You know how many people told me that, man? Man, I tell you what, I got wheels on order, and that's another thing too. So if you're watching this, I got wheel. I got right next to me. I have probably about six. No, not six. I probably got about 4.5, 5 feet tall boxes worth of parts in my garage for the car. and then I also got some wheels on order that'll hopefully be coming here within the next week or two. But yeah, I already got wheels. I got that lined up, man. The Dayton's and the Impala, that's more like the '60s, like the lowrider cholo type look, LA scene. I got that mid '90s one, man. Those are either donks or just sleepers. You know, you put some 17 or some 20-inch 20 by 10s, 20 by 9s, and then you do the staggered look, and then you drop it 2 inches to give it that mean stance. You know what I'm saying? That's more what the mid '90s Impalas are about. I haven't seen many Impalas like mine on like the 15 Daytons and stuff. But what I got planned for the Impala is gonna be sick, man. I think y'all really gonna like it, or people who watch it, I think they're really gonna like it, just because the wheels that I got, I have not seen one Impala with those wheels exactly, and the way it's going to tie the car in, I think it's gonna be sick. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah, there you go, bro. I told you. You just bought the code on eBay, $10. Yep. Once you get the code, just take it to your mini max and throw it in there. I'm going to copy you and run 430s. I got 45-inch tires now, but eventually I'm going to go to 37, so we're gearing ahead of time. Yeah, perfect middle. If you're running 37s, 38s, 430s are the perfect. If you're running 40s like I am, I'd probably suggest 456s, but the truck does really good with 430s. I can break the tires loose in going from second to third gear. I've done it before. So yeah. Yeah, Terminal Lance. Yeah, I was. Oh no. I did not go to Pensacola. I've never been there. To answer your question though, I have a question for you. Are you the legit Terminal Lance, like the actual legit one, or are you just like you just named your channel that? That I would like if you could. I'd like to know that. I'm just curious. But yeah, all right. So what we got going on for the third gen? All right. So for the third gen, I think I mentioned it in one of my live streams in the past, but I have a move bumper kit for the off-road bumper. I got a move steel off-road bumper for the third gen. My boy Steel Tooth Fab or Ryan over at Steel Tooth Fab is going to be fabbing it up for me. I dropped the box off to him like last week sometime, or last Saturday. I dropped it off to him. He's going to be checking it out, and then when he gets the time at the end of the month, he's going to be mocking it up and setting it up for me. So we're going to be putting the off-road bumper on. Move Bumpers sponsored the bumper 100%, which was awesome. I got them on board, so I will be having a full out video on that. I'm looking forward to that. What else we got? I got damn boxes of speakers here and shit for the truck. I haven't had time to put on. I got a 5th gen Cummins dually in the driveway. We put a 5-inch rough country on it about 2-3 weeks ago. We recently deleted and tuned it. Well, we deleted it. It's not tuned yet because we're waiting on some parts. But I got that sitting in the driveway. So I'm going to be doing a comparison video between a 5th gen and a 3rd gen just to see how much has changed in the generations and in the years. I think that's going to be cool for you guys to be able to check out and see. What else we got for the Impala, man? We got wheels, suspension ish. Like we're not lifting it or we're not slamming the car, but like we're replacing stuff. Speakers, radio, tent, uh, some paint stuff. We're gonna be getting. I got a lot of shit. I got a checklist and I got a bunch of stuff on my checklist for the car. So I got a lot of stuff coming up. I thought I heard something. I got a lot of stuff coming up though. But yeah, man. If I had the money, I would love to do the front end conversion to freewheeling hubs with the old school Warren hub locks. Yeah, Mike. So I think on Gino's Garage they sell that manual hub locking kit. I think on Gino's or somewhere they sell it. It looks really cool, and it was very interesting for these trucks. I don't know. Fords came with them. They've always came with them. I don't know why Dodge never did it. I'm assuming money to be cheap. But apparently people have said they've seen increases in miles per gallon doing the manual locking hubs, which I think is sick. I think it Ram did that. That'd be good on their end. All right, bro. Take it easy, trash can, man. I read your comment, Terminal Lance. Matt, take it easy, brother. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. We'll be in touch. So what's new, y'all? What we got going on? Some of the best Marines I ever served with were Terminal Lances. No shame in that. That's a fact, man. I know I can count on both hands some good ones I've worked with. So all right, take it easy, brother. But yeah, man. So we got that stuff going on. I'm trying to think for the truck. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we got. I mean, really, what happened was after I finished doing the water pump, when my water pump took a dump, man, I wasn't expecting that. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much, man. Um, after the water pump took a dump and the belt popped and I had to change the tensioner and all that. After I finished that, I was like, the truck was running great and fine. After that, I stepped back and I was like, I had to take a little hiatus, man, because I was wrenching on that truck every other weekend or every weekend, man, every week. It was getting tiring and exhausting, man. And like what was happening was I wasn't even enjoying driving my truck because I was always doing something to it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I start something today and I didn't finish it, the truck sits. Let's say I'm busy tomorrow, so I don't do nothing on the truck tomorrow. And then Sunday I get time, I finish it Sunday, and then Monday I drive it. Like that's almost 4 days gone by, and the truck's just sitting in the driveway. Yeah, I'm making videos on it, but as me, I'm a YouTuber, but like I'm still a human. Like I like to drive my shit too. So I realized like fucking enjoy it, man. Like you can do upgrades and stuff too, but just enjoy the truck. Like you're putting all this work and effort into it. Like just drive it, man. Just enjoy it. And then that's what I've been doing. There's things on the truck that I want to change or want to fix about it. For instance, like my sway bar, I want to take off that RF5 sway bar. I'm going to be looking into a Carly adjustable rate sway bar just because I want to see if I can get it to hit the bumps a little smoother, man. Because the truck, when I'm on my truck, it drives like a Cadillac, and I'm not exaggerating. Like the tires are smooth, it's just floating. But the minute it hits a bump, it's like you're in a Flintstone mobile. Like, and the only thing I can think of is the sway bar because that sway bar has Heim joints on it, and that sway bar is 100% rigid. There's nothing to dampen the sway bar on my truck because the way his kits are made. And yes, it does a really good job in terms of preventing swaying in the truck and keeping it like centered and balanced. But like that's just, man, like if I'm on the highway going 80, 85 and I hit a bump on a high, like just a tip, like let's say you're crossing the bridge on the highway and when you cross the bridge, you hit the little bump, and then when you get off the bridge, you hit the little bump again. On my truck, if I'm going 85 and I hit that bump, the whole thing's like like it doesn't throw me out my seat, but you can feel it. And I know you might be saying, well, that's just a truck, but not really, because I had stock suspension on my truck. It did that, but not to that bad of an extent. So I'm going to be looking into some sway bar stuff for the suspension, because other than that, brand new ball. Well, almost a year later, but brand new ball joints, wheel bearings, U joints are good. Pretty much brand new Fox shocks. I got the Fox 2.0s, single reservoirs, or just a single mono tube. Um, you know what I'm saying? Track bar. The track bar is solid. That track bar is tight. And it has the track bar has bushings on it, like the elastomeric bushings, so it absorbs any of that. So the only thing that is left with that I can think of is a sway bar. So once I change the sway bar, from there I will if it's still riding like that, then that's when I'll start evaluating having the spacer in there, which right now I need because I got 40s. Having the spacer in there, and then go from there and evaluate from there. You know what I'm saying? So absolutely. One second, I got some DMs on the celly. Hell yeah. checking my emails. I'm expecting an email from a company that I bought some shit from, but I haven't gotten the email yet. So, but yeah. Any ideas why my 2010 coolant temp runs up to 210, 212 before the thermostat opens up and it drops to 190s? Change thermostat, 170. Is that normal? I'd probably say change your thermostat. It's probably old and gunked up to 2010, so it's 12 years old, so it's probably all gunked up. It might also be a 210 degree thermostat. So if that is, you can buy a 190 or 185 degree thermostat. So basically, what that means is your T stat will open up at 190 degrees. That way, it doesn't get that hot. Also, coolant flush. On my truck, something I've noticed is anytime my coolant temps start creeping in the 205s, the 210s, the 212s, 15s, that's a sign to me that my water pump's starting to go out because it can't the impeller can't keep up with the truck. Every time my water pump has gone out, weeks, months before that, I've noticed a small increase in coolant temp. You know what I'm saying? So right now my truck sits around anywhere between 190 and 197 coolant temp. Anytime it starts to creep above 200, now granted it is cold outside, so even during the summer, the hottest it would get was like 205. But once it starts to get past 205, that's when I knew my water pump was starting to go out and, obviously change it. So I would start with T-Stat though, because that's cheap and it's easy fix or it's easy to do. I would start there. Me sending money. I wish you had more to spare. Thanks, man. Got to roll. Hey, Mike Roberts, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much, man. Wasn't expecting that, but thank you so much, man. I'll keep dropping the content. Yeah, but what we're probably gonna do is here at about, so we're at 37 minutes on the live stream right now. So at 40 minutes, I'll probably call it. It gives us about 3 minutes left before I close out the live stream, just because I want to go watch some stuff and sit on the couch in the warm because I'm in the garage and it's cold. So yeah, if you guys got any last minute comments, questions reserved, by all means you can ask. But besides that, it's a good live stream. It really was good, man. I got tons of detailing products. You know what? I'm gonna show you guys some stuff real quick. You guys know me. We got 11 people in the live stream. You guys know me. I'm a huge detail dude. So I'm about to put y'all on something real quick. All right, don't go nowhere. Yeah. All right. I'm back. All right, y'all. So I recently, a couple weeks ago, I ordered some detailing products from a company called Car Supply or Shine Supply? Shine Supply. And they're based out of California, but they make some really, really good stuff. So I got three. I got three stuffs right here. The first one is their soap. Get that up there for y'all. Car wash soap called Hot Shot. It smells like cherries. I love the scent of it. I'm a big cherry dude. Oh man, that shit smells good. But this is actually a really good soap, cleansing soap. So like if you want to say you want to foam your car down, you know what I'm saying, before you wash it, to get all the loose, all the nasty, let it sit, until it starts to run off, and then hit it with the hose and rinse it down. Good soap. And I'm not sponsored. I pay for this with my own money. I'm just putting y'all on to something. This right here, punch it. This stuff right here is a pretty sick ass. They don't consider it a detail spray, but a lot of people would consider a detail spray. You can use this as a drying aid. So like if you finish washing your truck, you can or car, you can spray it down with this when it's wet, and then come behind it with a towel and dry it down. This stuff's super legit. It leaves the paint feeling like a fresh wax, like slick as hell. It was probably one of the slickest things I've ever used before, and I've used a lot of stuff. This is one of the slickest things I've used. And on top of that, it has hydrophobic properties. So basically, when the car gets wet, the shit just runs off it. It beads off it. It's like it does not want to sit on the paint. I put this on my Impala last week when I washed it, and it rained a couple days ago, and it was raining. I was looking at the paint. The shit was just jumping off of it, man, like it had a disease or something. It's sick. And then last one I got is this thing right here called touch from them. This is not a detail spray. This is like some hardcore shit. If you let this sit for a long time at the bottom, you can see all the product, all the silica separate, which lets you know that this is some real shit. I have not tried this yet, but I've heard some really good things about it. I'm going to be trying it on the Impala once I ceramic coat it. So for the Impala, I'm going to be doing a paint correction, some clear coat fixing, and I'm going to be ceramic coating it to get it glossed up. That probably won't come till after I do suspension. The first priority is suspension. I need to get the suspension right so that way I can, when I mount the wheels on it, because the wheels I got, I want them to ride good. So I'm gonna do suspension, all new steering, bushings, control arms, all that stuff, ball joints. It's gonna be on point. It's gonna be tight, and then from there, I'll move over to the paint. Terminal lands for water pumps. All I use is the shit at Advanced Auto, just because, or Advanced Auto O'Reilly is one of them. Just if you're looking for a legit good pump, it's going to be Mopar, either Mopar or the water pump that's sold on Gino's Garage. Those two are the best water pumps. They last like 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Those are the best ones, but they're like $300-400. I get the one that's like 120, $80 from the parts store, Advanced Auto. So I got a CarQuest water pump on my truck. I put that on there because it's cheap and it comes with a lifetime warranty. So every time it goes out, when they give me a brand new one, and I put it on. The last water pump I had on there was a CarQuest one from Advanced Auto. It lasted over 2 years and with over 45,000 miles on it. So I put a lot of miles on it. So yeah. So you can go about it two ways. You go the cheap route or you go the expensive route. I like the cheap route just because changing a water pump on the Cummins takes like 30 minutes. It's not that hard of a job. If you want to put it on one time and never touch it again, I highly recommend getting the Mopar one or getting the one off the Gino's Garage. But if you're fine changing the water pump maybe every 2 years, 3, 4 years, I just rock the one from the parts stores. Yeah, no problem, man. Glad to help. What's up, everything Diesel? Love your headlights, bro. I'm gonna get them now that Uncle Joe gave. Hey man, do what you gotta do. I'd be a hypocrite liar if I was to tell you I didn't buy some car or truck shit with some money. Hell yeah, terminal lands my 2012 same with thermostat Opus at 212. Yeah, man. So yeah, y'all change those T stats out, man. Get you a 190. Get you like 190, 195 degree thermostat. That way, if you live somewhere where it's cold, I'd get like a 195, or maybe even 200. If you live somewhere where it's cold, but if you live somewhere in the South where it's warm majority of the time of the year, get you like a 190 thermostat. You'll be good, man. Almost lost my cup. But all right, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and end this now. We're almost at 45 minutes. We're at like 43 minutes and 12, 15 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream now. You guys, I'm getting cold. I'm hungry. Thank you guys so much for joining the live stream. If you guys got anything y'all want to know, make sure you tune in for the videos. Again, we have content for 3rd gen Cummins. We also have content for 95 Impala SS, gas content, diesel content, you know what I'm saying, mixing it up. So if you guys do, once again, make sure before you leave the live stream, smash the like button because it helps out with the video. If you can, smash the like button. It's free. It costs you nothing. Thank you guys so much for joining. Until next time, y'all take it easy. Be safe. Peace out. And I will see y'all.